Obligatory podcast intro.
Hello and welcome. This is Flipping Pages with Matt and Adam. I'm Matt with my co-host Adam, and this show is where we take all 29 letters of the alphabet, we put them in saddlebags, we each draw a letter, and then pick a comic that begins with that letter. I don't know his. He does not know mine. Spoilers ahead for these comics. I got O.
You got O?
I got
forgot
O.
what you got.
What did you get?
T.
I forgot as well.
I forgot what you had.
Well, I'm not worried about your letter.
Right.
I just know you're gonna bring it. It's fine as long as it's the right letter. We're good.
It's gonna happen if we don't talk about or remind each other what letters we have. I have it written down.
You do. It's on the chalkboard.
Jesus Christ! I shouldn't have outed myself.
Yeah.
Edit all that.
Editor.
Yeah.
Cut.
Cut that for me. All right. So I got a T, and the way it was, I had to do online, and the way it was grouped was by these. It included these.
These?
Yeah. So like the apes or whatever, these. And I've seen it not grouped like that.
I know.
In other
I've
places.
seen both. It's weird. I wonder what determines.
I don't know.
This goes under L for Lord of the Rings and not under T.
Yeah, they switch. They choose. They just choose. Seem to be random.
There's got to be some.
I don't know what the
some kind of
method
metric.
to the madness
There's
is.
got to
bro.
be something.
So I got a cool one. It's called Tuki. It's Tuki. It's set. I guess it says Africa 2 million years ago. 1.8 million years ago.
On the continent of Africa. Tuki. Tuki.
Yeah, exactly.
Tuki.
1.8 million years ago. It gives us a breakdown of all the, not just human, it's like all the great apes and like all the humanoid ones.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, so 2 million years ago, there was 6 different humans on Earth at one time.
Okay.
I think it was a lot. So we have Australopithecus africanus, Paranthropus boise, Australopithecus sediba. It's such a weird sediba. Homo habilis, Homo rudolfensis, and Homo erectus.
What did you call me?
You heard me. So all those were kicking around. I don't think they were all
2 million years ago.
1.8. So
1.8.
Specifically, if we're going to get specific,
Okay.
yeah.
You keep
1.8.
changing it up on me.
Yeah, 2, 1.8. Well, whatever. He literally says both.
Yeah, he did.
So
That's
it's
funny.
like right, or maybe he's giving it a little gap area so you can include more species. I don't know.
Maybe. So there's 6 gangs.
Yeah, all rolling around at one time, not necessarily in one place.
Yeah.
So I don't think
spread out.
Yeah, throughout the world, there's that many.
Maybe
and
the
that we know
Sebeda
of.
don't know about the Africanus.
Oh, they probably don't. In our comic, we have 3 groups interacting, and that we see 4. We see 4 groups.
Okay.
They give you an idea of what they are. They don't give you their full breakdown name. So, like, one of them's called Habeline. Oh, the Habilis. The Homo Habilis. They're like the first ones to create stone tools.
Okay.
So they're very ape-like, but very smart. They looked very ape-like, but were, capable of making extremely complicated stone knives.
Okay,
and, like,
cool.
Stuff that that didn't last.
Right.
So, I'm
So
sure
they're
they
the most
shaped-
advanced?
No, not even close.
What? Okay.
They're the beginning of the true human-like brain set, mindset,
Right.
whatever you want to say.
Skills.
Yeah, they fully speak.
Oh, okay.
But like I said, they're very hairy. They look very apish, but they're basically almost as smart as a regular person.
Got it.
In this comic.
Yeah.
Let me say that. I'm sure he takes...
We're not being historic at all.
Yeah, this is in reference to this comic, not history. I just wanted to make that clear.
Someone was... That is not correct
Burning
at
up
all.
the keyboard. Burning it up. So we have the Homo habilis. Then we have the Paranthropus boise. I think that's the one. Pithazine. No, the Australopithecus. They're way more like an ape, but they're way stronger than a regular character in this comic that's more human-like. They're like a pretty smart monkey, basically.
Okay.
Portrayed in this comic.
Mm-hmm.
And
or an ape.
Yeah, he's an
smart
ape. He's
ape.
an ape. Yeah, he's
Okay.
definitely an ape.
Get
for
it right.
sure.
Get it right.
We also have the Homo erectus. We get Gigantopithecus, who's not named in that because he's not really considered in our lineage. He's just a really big ape.
Oh, okay.
He's like a giant orangutan. Jungle Book.
Yeah. Oh,
The live
King
action.
Louis?
Yeah, King Louis would be like
Giant Pithecus.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Gigantopithecus.
Gigantopithecus.
Yeah, it sounds weird.
Nailed it. Sick. My pronunciation.
So I didn't even say all the info that I normally start with. So it's called Tuki. It came out in 2021. It was published by, I love this, Cartoon Books.
Cool.
Is the name of the company.
I like that.
Killed it. I genuinely love that. I'm sure it makes it terrible for search engines and stuff.
Cartoon Books.
Yeah, but I love it. This is written by Jeff Smith. Jeff Smith also created Bone. You ever seen that comic? It's not in our wheelhouse, really. It's a little white guy with big black lines. The covers always have really bubble letter bones, real big, because it's the name of the.
It sounds
comic.
familiar, but probably
it's
not.
like black and white, a lot of black.
Yeah,
and white.
that's what I'm seeing, but I couldn't tell you honestly that I know what you're talking about.
Right. So like we're setting setting the scene here. We got all these different cavemen, basically. We just have a whole world of cavemen. Some of them interact
Different species.
Yeah, with each other. Some of them don't. Like that whole list I said, we're only seeing three.
Okay.
So we have the Pithies, and then the Habos are the Habeline, and that's their proper name, and they're the Habilis. Homo habilis people. And then, like I said, we have the Erectus, which are basically us. They're portrayed basically as us. All right, so we're in Africa. We're going to follow our main character. His name's Tuki. He's a Homo erectus. He is wandering the plains of a pretty dried out and seemingly kind of modern day Africa, meaning like what we picture as Africa, like scrublands and not tons of water. The forests are receding, whatever. So the forest is just like has been wiped out from the Homo erectus burning things to make areas, blah, blah, blah. But not just that. It's a changing of the climate. It wasn't their fault. He's running around Africa by himself. We don't see his tribe ever. He doesn't talk about his family or where he came from ever at all. He's wandering around. We get to see his hunting techniques. Like he's walking around wearing a bush basically at all times to keep the sun off of him. Yeah. So it's like his clothes. So it's just like a really big drapery of like leaves and stuff. Okay. But it makes him look like a bush basically.
I was picturing like a mascot walking around.
Almost.
Just like a big bush.
Yeah, not like
just arms, legs, and a head
fluffy.
sticking out.
It's like puffy. He's like got like a inner
so he can like curl up.
He hides in it.
Okay, that's
for
cool.
sure. He hides in it. He looks like a bush. As long as the animals don't come up and smell him from afar, they think he's a bush. We have some more Homo erectus. We have little children right now. They just woke up in the middle of their night. Their parents are very scared. There was 3 hunters, hobo hunters or habo hunters. They're scared because habos hunt Homo erectus. Yeah. So they're like, we gotta go. Like we gotta go in the morning. We can't stay here. We need to leave. And then we see that they get separated from their family because they're going to look for their brother. Their family dies. I'll go into more detail on that here in a little bit when it comes up.
Sweet. Can't wait.
Yeah, it's super. You're on your edge of your seat, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just like, oh, God, I hope
how did they die?
Yeah, it's so
hope
cool.
It was horrible.
We jump back to Tuki. Tuki is... He shows another hunt where he fails. He's not getting nothing. And a habo walks up on him and goes, hey... Like doesn't talk because they can't speak the same language. Kind of waves at him, and he's got a bunch of tools, which the habos make tools. They were like the first tool makers or whatever. Yeah. So he looks kind of like a stereotypical like old man. He's like real hairy, and he's got a beard because he's like a hairy man. Right. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
They work to their strengths here, and so he's like, he can hear Tuki's stomach growling. So he calls him over, and he's like showing him food. They sit down, and he grabs a handful of powder and blows it into Tuki's face. And he's like, what'd you do to me? And goes, I used magic powder to make you be able to understand me. He was like, what?
So telepathic, or are they audibly
the drug,
talking?
He's talking out loud.
Okay. So they're actually
like
talking.
Clouds your mind and brings you to like a higher state of being. So it's some sort of hallucinogen of some sort, basically. And it becomes a huge part of the Habo's character. We're gonna call him Doc. Okay. Habo becomes like the second main character. He's the backup man. So Tuki and him start conversing. They start getting into some deep shit about like what they believe in the history of the world and all this stuff. And I'm like, damn, the first thing you're like, oh, you can talk, and then instantly start like delving into like secrets of the universe.
They don't have much else going on, Adam.
Deep thoughts.
They don't have Google or TV. So
Still waters run deep.
Got nothing. You see that deer earlier? I did. I was there. I saw it.
So we soon learned that
What's up with God?
Doc does that drug all the time, and he communes with the spirit or something.
Yeah.
And he knows secrets of the universe. He knows that the Pithies are about to die, or that they're dying out. He knows their history. Mm-hmm. He knows his race was the first race to create tools and whatnot, and all this like stuff he shouldn't know. So he's getting visions, real visions, and real knowledge from like a real world or whatever through extreme amounts of hallucinogens.
Sweet.
Like a lot.
I like Doc.
He knows how to party. Dude.
Yeah, he knows how to party.
So
my name's Doc, and I like to party.
So we find out they go into this deep conversation about like the life and meaning of everything. And he goes, "What are you doing, man? I feel like I know you. Like, are you famous? Did you kill some giants?" And this becomes a thing. Before our story takes place, he killed 1 or 2 giants. So we keep hearing about him killing 2 giants from other people. Like the Habos all know about it somehow. He says it's because of the drugs he takes or whatever, but other Habos know too. I don't know. It doesn't matter. The Habos sense something about him and they know about him. He's a special guy. Okay. They're like, this guy is something else. He killed 2 giants by himself. He knows how to, you know what I mean? He's just like a mythical type figure to the Habos.
Right.
They like I said, Doc and him talk about all this, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, "So what's your deal, man? Like, you're famous. What are you doing?" He goes, "I'm trying to find what do you call it? Moab, the mother of all buffalo." He hunts buffalo, and they've been dying off, and they are super thin, and he's having to hunt all the way across the land to get any meat anymore. So he wants to go find the mother of all the buffalo, which is the original buffalo herd. He speaks about it in like almost like a metaphorical, like mystic place, but like it just means the big herd that's so big in the interior of the continent that it never goes away. They don't have to migrate. That's kind of where they come from. Type of thing. It's not, from what I understand, that's not a real thing.
It's like a buffalo factory.
Yeah, it's like not a real thing, obviously. So the mother of all buffaloes, he talks to Doc and he goes, "That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to find it, and then I can live carefree for the rest of my days." That's all. That's
after I kill every single one of those buffalo.
I will make thrones of their bones. I will make so many capes and carpets that I will carpet the entire hillside.
My house will be buffalo.
Skulls.
Bones, skulls,
skin, fur, balls.
I'll burn the fat in my fireplace.
Oh, that'd be sick. So Doc goes, "All right, bro, I'm rolling with you." And he's like, "What? No, bro. We're not compatible, dude. You know we don't hang out together." So he starts traveling, and Doc's like traveling behind him, like stereotypical.
I'm just going the same way.
Yeah, exactly. And then Tuki's like, "Man, come on. Stay with me." They go through some trials. I'll say that. I'm going to skip some stuff. They go through some trials that brings them closer. So it wasn't instant. He didn't walk up and was like, "Hey, we're friends." We're skipping like weeks.
Yeah, it's like every other story ever.
Yeah. That's how you know. Yeah.
You nailed it.
So they get closer. They go through some trials. They find out, or they notice that what do they call them? A spear tooth or knife tooth. So a saber-toothed cat. Is hunting the kids from earlier.
All right.
The Homo erectus children.
Should be pretty easy.
Right? They know how to. That's why they lived for so long. Because they knew exactly. They weren't a mammoth.
They were like peak animal.
Dude, they had giant saber teeth.
Yeah. That's why they lived.
Yeah.
They were so badass. Kids, though, come on. You should catch some little kids.
Yeah.
You should catch some kids.
That's the smart.
How big were they? Were they like liger size? Is that why they weren't?
In this, they say they're like super duper big, but I always heard the American lion was way bigger than them, blah, 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 blah.
Really? Than a saber-tooth?
Yeah. Dang. But there was a ton of different saber-tooth and false saber-tooth cats, so there's a lot of body size range. Okay. So Tuki's like, "All right, I see this. I'm not going to let this happen." And he goes, people in this world don't go out of their way to help people unless they're their family.
Yeah.
There's no reason for a rando that you've never met before who could probably just turn around and kill you to help.
Right.
You know what I mean?
To come riding in to help.
Yeah. So he runs up and he starts throwing rocks at saber-toothed cat. It immediately turns around and starts chasing him. It's not distracted. It's like, "Oh, this is my meal now." So he goes on a sweet-ass chase with it. He climbs a giant bamboo, and it's like scratching at the bamboo, and it splits the bamboo. It's really cool.
Nice.
But he waits it out, and he sees the saber-toothed cat go and kill a deer or something. So he's like, oh, it's safe to get down now because it's eaten. So he gets down, and he's like sniffing around, and he finds the kid from earlier, but it's just one kid. His name's Renan or Pup. I'm just going to call him Pup.
Yeah, call him Pup.
So his name's Pup. Tuki's like, hey, what's going on? Why are you hiding in a stump? And he goes, oh, man, watch out. There's the giants here. You got to watch out for the giant. The giant's here. And he's like, what are you talking about, kid? Come on, get out. We'll leave. And all of a sudden, the Gigantopithecus walks up, and it's a literal giant, basically.
Yeah.
It's got a skinned saber-tooth head as a hat. So, like, the face of the saber-tooth tiger is, like, his hat.
Oh, cool.
It's sick. He's wearing a bunch of human skulls as, like, as jewelry. He's like, yeah, I'm like that. What up?
Well, how big is he? Like
here in
this is 8 feet. This room, that's 8 feet.
Oh yeah, no, it's sitting down. He looks like he's taller than that. He would be taller than that.
Sitting down taller than 8 feet.
Yeah,
that's big.
Yeah, he was huge in real life for real.
Yeah,
it wasn't. I don't think it was to this degree, but I know that thing was really. I mean,
12
big.
feet tall is pretty damn big.
I think standing up, I think it was like 12 feet tall or something.
That's tall.
They always reconstruct him looking like orangutans.
I mean, Shaq is 7.
Right.
7 something.
And then 4 times the weight.
Oh, yeah.
At least 4 times the weight. You should see their bones, bro. No, I don't think they even have good bones. They don't have bones. They do teeth on them, I think. I don't think they have many bones of them, actually.
Yeah.
But they're big, man.
Yeah, that's why they lasted.
Like I said, they literally...
Because they're so big.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they're around still.
That's why they're still around, like the saber-tooth.
In Jungle Book, they said that was actually like what they were trying to do, was trying to make a Gigantopithecus.
Just a giant orangutan.
Yeah, exactly.
In the movie, it was kind of frightening.
It was like kind of the uncanny valley.
Yeah.
It was weird. So, okay, sorry, you got me all distracted, bro.
But King Louis.
Yeah, King Louis. He literally looks like more like a gorilla in this than an orangutan. Yeah,
still scary.
Oh, super scary. I'd say more scary.
More scary, even more scarier.
So it's a weird little showdown they have with each other. They like argue back and forth because the Gigantopithecus is like not super smart, but also can talk. Okay. You know what I mean? Like like an ogre, like they portray in fantasy stuff. They portray him kind of like an ogre. A very savage, but he can speak in like full sentences for the most part. So they have a little argument, and then they fight, and it's the weirdest fight. He's like using, like he's a ninja or something. He's like bouncing around because if this gorilla gets one grab of him, he would just die immediately. So they have a little fight, and as they're fighting, the little kid, Pup, uses a giant rock and knocks the giant rock off and hits the Gigantopithecus on the head and knocks him out. Like cold. He's like, they think he's dead. So they're like celebrating. They're like, yay, we killed him. Woohoo. And then the other kids from earlier, because remember I said there's 3 and we only saw 1. Well, we meet the other 2. Their names are Z and La. So La and Z.
Okay.
It's two sisters and a brother. They get saved by Tuki in the cave. They kind of give a quick little breakdown of what happened, how they got captured by the Gigantopithecus, and they don't go into detail about their parents. They just say the Gigantopithecus thing. And then as they're talking, he gets up, and he's about to eat him. He was just knocked out. He wasn't dead. They meet the Pithy. He's in the cave too, and the kids that were in the cave, Z and La, be scared of this Pithy. His actual name is Quarrel, spelled Kwarell. But quarrel, like you would fight. Yeah. It's pronounced quarrel. I looked it up. And they meet him, and all the kids are like, that dude's scarier than the giant, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, it's the same size as the kids. So Tuki and the other, the older sister are like, dude, it's a little tiny thing. What are y'all talking about? And then the Gigantopithecus is lunging from behind him to eat him. The Pithy shoots on past him and eats him. He jumps on him, and it's like a cartoon, dust ball, dust cloud. You can't see exactly what's happening. With speed lines going around to show that he's running around all fast. The next frame or the next panel is all the bones falling to the floor. Damn, so it's very cartoonish.
He's like Nibbler.
He's like supernaturally
90s piranhas.
Exactly. A whole swarm of piranhas. Yeah. And he's one little guy. So
what does he look like? Let me see him.
Yeah, he literally looks like a little monkey man. The rest of them just kind of look like people. But
he's just
like
a baby one?
No, that's
okay.
That's old school people. So that
Okay.
like in our family tree, they're way back, basically.
Yeah.
But they were still alive with this part of their tree.
Okay.
So as they're leaving the cave, they run into Doc. He was outside following them. They had separated first. It doesn't matter. They ran into Doc. We get a little background on who the Pithies are by Doc, because Doc knows everything, because drugs are good.
Right.
And so he tells them, well, oh, these are the Pithies. I can't believe we found one. They're basically extinct. And he has all this knowledge. Mm-hmm. They go on a family field trip or family road trip, basically. So the rest of the comic feels like a family road trip.
Yeah.
So we got Tuki and the 3 kids and also Doc and a Coral. So it's like a big group, actually.
Yeah.
And they all elect to be following Tuki. Like, Tuki didn't want any of this shit. He didn't want any of them to follow him. He didn't want the responsibility. He didn't care about people. He's like, I'm the strong, silent type of guy.
Yeah.
And so
we better alone.
We get a whole couple comics of them just bonding on the road.
Yeah.
He shows them the benefits of fire, because only the Homo erectus use fire.
Yeah.
Even the Homo habilis doesn't use fire. Pithies
How they make tools without fire?
Rocks.
Yeah, just all
break
stone.
Rocks. Yeah, well, and also you can make tools with wood, with rocks and wood.
Yeah, not good ones.
So like I said, we get them bonding. We actually run into, it's a weird way that they do that. We see that there's actually a bunch of Pithies following them, and that they're not completely extinct, and Doc was wrong, basically. They run into a bunch of them, and they're helping Tuki. They're actually helping Tuki, like bringing him fruit when he can't find fruit.
Oh, cool.
He'd be sleeping, he'd wake up, and they'd be all over him like a coat. And because he lost his cool bush outfit earlier.
I forgot he was wearing a bush.
Yeah, he lost his bush outfit. And so the Pithies at night would come and hug him and snuggle and help him stay warm and bring him fruit. So when he wakes up, he's all like cozy, and there's a bunch of free food in front of him.
Nice.
So I was like, that's hilarious, weird thing to put in there, but I love it.
Those things are cool.
I love it. It's
Yeah,
and they don't talk. They don't really talk. They have a language. Doc can speak it to him, but he won't speak to him. He doesn't talk. So even for his guys, he's like the silent guy.
Yeah, because he has to do
Coral.
the drugs to talk.
Yeah, but Doc says he can speak the language of Coral without the drugs. Or he learned it somehow. And so he was like, hey, blah, 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 and tried to introduce himself, and Coral bit his nose.
Oh, shit.
And so he's like, I don't talk.
I'm not talking to them.
I don't like to talk.
Kind of an asshole.
So finally, we get the backstory of what happened to the kids. Let me just say, I was waiting like multiple issues for this, like to be a important part at least. It's exactly what you think happens. They basically gave us all the information already. It's not really that useful. So we see that they left their group to find their sister. And while they were gone, the Habos came in and killed their whole tribe. Mm-hmm. And then they chased them down and almost killed them. The only reason they didn't die was so they threw rocks down and basically killed it. They killed one that was following them. Okay. They threw enough rocks and then threw a giant stone down and it crushed them. Yeah. And so they got away, and then they went out and hid, and they were hiding for days, and then that Gigantopithecus found the 2 of them and snatched them up and was going to eat them eventually. And then the oldest sister was by herself, and that's where Tuki ran into him. So like I said, they're kind of a big happy family now for the most part. So Tuki got injured during the fight with the Gigantopithecus, and they go on their fun family excursion, which is supposed to be a few weeks maybe. Mm-hmm. And during that time, he gets more infected from scratches from the Gigantopithecus fight. And so they have to make it to the Habo's grotto, is what he calls it. He goes, come to my grotto. I have my medicine there, so he needs to get back to get his drugs. So they get to the grotto, and it's like a straight up oasis. Yeah. It's protected and like kind of hidden. It's got water, like fresh running water and like fruits and stuff. It's sick. Yeah. He like undersold it big time. He was like, no, come to my grotto. That's all he kept saying. So they go there. They get medicine for Tuki's leg. So they're hanging out. Takes the little boy out to hunt. They're like getting comfortable again, basically. Mm-hmm. This grotto place is really sick. Yeah. It's a nice place. It's like heaven to them, basically. There's just no game. It's like big game there or whatever. So the kids are out playing one day, and then in the background you see Habo just like watching from the woods, like really far away. but he doesn't say or do anything, and there's no interaction right there with them. They come back and nothing happens. They're fine. And then eventually they go out again, and then they notice this time, we saw the Habos, we should be worried. And Tuki says, we'll leave in the morning. And that's what their parents said before they got slaughtered by the Habos.
Yeah.
So the kids freak out a little bit, honestly, justifiable. And they're like, no, we should just leave tonight, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, they're scared of fire, right? So he's like, I'm going to make a friggin' bonfire. So they're just posted up in the grotto, and he's determined to stay the night. I'm going to stay the night. They're hanging out by a giant bonfire, butchering a deer. They're eating, and then the Habos just like walk slowly, but not trying to hide directly across from them in the campfire, like presenting themselves basically. And they step up. Everybody's real scared, of course. These are like axe murderers to them, basically. And so they have a little stare off, and you see Tuki like holding everybody back, like holding on to him, giving him like support. He's like, no, don't run. Like, we're good. Don't worry about it.
Right.
And it's the three Habos from the beginning. We don't know that, but it's the three scout Habos, basically. And they're standing there just staring at him. Tuki says, what do they want? What are they doing? Doc starts talking to him because they're the same species or whatever. He talks to him. He goes, they know about you. They know you killed 3 giants or whatever, 2 giants. Oh, that's right. It's 2 giants at this point. So he had killed one off screen, and then we see that one. So somehow they knew about the first giant, and somehow they knew about this second giant too. And he's like, what is the deal with these guys? Like why are they following me? So he keeps asking them questions. We're going to kill you. You can't be allowed to finish your mission. And he's like, what the fuck? I have no mission. Like in his mind, he's like I'm just going to find Moab or whatever. But they don't say we're trying to stop you from going to see Moab, to find Moab or whatever. So it's a really cool showdown. And he's like, bring them food. Are they hungry? And he brings them burnt meat, which is like the biggest taboo to these guys. That's like sacrilege to the highest degree, is cooking meat. And he brings it to them, and he holds it in front of their faces, and they just look at him all mean and walk away silently. And they look scary, even though they're like kind of everything's kind of cartoonish. This is all black and white, a lot of heavy black inks for the backgrounds of stuff. It's really cool. The art's amazing, by the way. He did it. He did everything. Jeff Smith, he wrote and drew it. So the Habos leave, and he goes, they're not going to come back. They're not going to come back tonight, at least. So they're still in the grotto, but it's the next morning. The kids wandered off. These kids just got, like, really recently lost their entire tribe to wandering off. They wandered off is what happened last time. So they wander off by themselves, and as they're away, the Habos kidnap them, and then we get a sweet-ass, like, apocalypto chase scene that goes for, like, half a comic, maybe, something like that.
Cool.
It's sick. He chases them down. There's 3 of them, and 2 of them are carrying a kid. So the one not carrying a kid is last in line. And this is all running, by the way. Imagine everything I'm talking about for a little while is they're running. Not just running, but swinging through trees.
No shit.
And running across branches and shit. He attacks the last Habo because it's the one not carrying a kid. And they have hand axes because they're the ones that created the tools or whatever. And he's like fights the last guy with the hand axe. And he like whoops his ass John Wick style. Takes him out and keeps running. So the whole time he was fighting this guy, the guys were getting further. So he's like having to catch up. He's taking shortcuts and stuff. It's really badass. But then he's like, Coral, what am I doing? Go get him. You're way faster than me, because Coral was like sticking with him.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, go. And he goes, okay. Pew, pew, pew. He's like a little rocket man. He's the most cartoonish one in the whole thing.
He's awesome.
He can just do Bugs Bunny levels of shenanigans.
The white Ewok from Caravan of Courage?
Yeah.
The white one.
Yeah, I know.
Remember how fast he was?
I rented that movie 40 billion times.
I rented it a bunch too.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was Wicked, and I don't remember the white one's name.
Nice.
But he was fast. Little
Yeah. It's so vaguely
Nibs?
vague in my
Nibs?
I don't remember it all, bro. I watched it a million times and I couldn't tell you shit.
I probably won't look
I watched
it up.
both of them though.
Yeah,
and I always got them confused.
Yep.
So Coral easily catches up with the back guy who's carrying the one of the kids. The Habo stops and he's like, "Raw, like I'm gonna beat this thing's butt." He's obviously never messed with a pithy, I guess, or maybe ours is especially badass. I'm not sure if he's like really badass or not, or if they're all that badass. They seem like they're all that badass. So they have a little stare down. He throws a rock at him. He grabs the rock out of the air, bites it in half, and then spits the pieces at his feet. And they do a little scream contest. They do a little stomp contest. Whenever Coral screams at him, all his hair goes back. Like, not Coral's hair, but the Habo's hair goes back. It's very comical. He almost looks like he's naked. It's a really good panel. And as he's doing that, he could eat this guy. He was probably about to eat this guy. And as he's doing that, Doc and the other child come up and start chunking rocks. By the way, that's how you whoop people's ass when there's nothing else around. Rocks is like a gun for back in the day.
Yeah.
And if you could get a stone the right size, they're not even like doing slings or anything, but like a sharp rock that you could sling at somebody's face, it shows how devastating.
Fuck yeah, it's a rock.
Dude, it's heavy as fuck.
Rock.
And if you practice it, oh my God, you'd be so good at it.
Kill.
So
one shot kills.
So what happens is they almost kill Doc, and the older sister start chunking rocks at him, and they miss their sister, and they kill him. They bust his head open. Yeah, they bust his head open, and as he's dying, he tosses the kid that he was holding. So they have like a silly cartoon. I'm grabbing you, the kid, and then Coral's grabbing me, and then like in a line hanging off the side of the mountain, basically, because they're on the side of a mountain, of course. So now that's the back guy, but there's still the one Habo at the front carrying the other kid. So Tuki finally catches up with this one, and he's got him next to a grassy field, like stay out of the tall grass type field. And he's standing on the edge of it, and he's got a hand axe at the kid's neck. He's like threatening to kill the kid. And Tuki's just standing there, and like he pulls out his hand axe. He like never uses his hand. He doesn't need it. He's so badass. He doesn't even need it. He'll steal yours is what he does. Yeah. Like you're fighting him and you bring your hand axe. No, that's his hand axe.
That's mine.
That's Tuki's hand axe.
That's Tuki's hand axe.
That's bitch. Right. He said it. Everything but the word.
He called me this new word.
Yeah.
It really hurt my feelings.
First time ever.
But it was also super cool.
I think I might start saying it.
I'm totally not around him, but I'll say it.
Don't let him know I say it.
Yeah, don't tell. Please don't tell.
So he's pulling out his hand axe. It's all dramatic, and then we see some sound behind the guy in the grass, and the saber-toothed tiger comes up and snatches the last Habo, and it shows him sink his teeth straight into his body, and like it shows him like screaming and like being a little alive when he's getting eaten. Is pretty cool. Yeah. But they show that because the kid is under him, pinned under him. So the saber-toothed tiger is eating a man on top of the child, and Tuki runs up and he pulls the kid out from under the saber-tooth. And it's like, I guess it's supposed to be the same saber-tooth from earlier.
Probably.
And they look at each other in the face, and the saber-tooth growls at him, and he kind of growls back, and the saber-tooth leaves him and keeps eating the guy.
They wink at each other.
Yeah, basically. They might as well have. So he runs up. He runs up to the rest of their little crew, Coral, Doc, and the other two kids. The kids are fine, and Coral has something that he found. He's like, type of situation, because he refuses to talk, even though
Adam. I don't like that.
Because he can actually talk. I want to remind you, this man is totally capable of speaking. He just refuses.
Yeah, he's just doing that.
He just refuses to. And so he's like, follow me. So they climb up higher. They're already on the side of a mountain, of course. So they climb up higher on that same mountain. They look out into the distance, and all they can see from side to side, all creation is buffaloes. It's just every buffalo ever in the history of the world is all in one place at one time. And it's like in a valley.
I'm going to kill so many of them.
He's like trembling.
This will give y'all nightmares.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Whole new side. But yeah, it's like in a protected valley. It's like there's a river running through it. It's crazy. And they're like...
So that's going to be red soon.
They're like... Don't drink from downriver.
For the next...
20 years.
For the next couple of years, yeah, don't drink from that river.
So they're like standing up there, and I thought it was going to end because they have like a page where it's kind of big, and it's like, it's Moab! And I was like, oh, that's a sweet ending. But then they're like, there's like another couple pages. They're like, look, I told you Moab was real. And like, it's a little cheesy wrap up that didn't need to be done. But then there's a extra badass shot where it pulls back even further, and it shows that they're up on like a plateau, and like this is like a kind of like a big ass plateau too. So it's like all up. So it's like island in the sky type of situation.
Yeah.
Going.
It's in a snow globe held by Tommy Westfall from St. Elsewhere.
Oh, man.
Wait, no. St. Elmo's Fire? Which one is it?
Not St. Elmo's Fire.
St. Elsewhere?
Maybe.
I ruined my own joke.
You were killing it.
Yeah.
That was a good one. But yeah, so it's genuinely like a cool ass shot. It's the very last page, and it ends on that super happy note. When it kept going, I was like, "Oh my god, somebody's gonna die."
Yeah, right.
Is what I thought for first, and then it wasn't like that at all. They were just, it was all happy. Their faces in this were really good, very expressive. All the kids look like they were very happy or very sad, and even the very like monster type faces, like monkey faces or ape faces, had like warmth to them and were very anthropomorphic, like very human looking, and very like Disney-esque designs for them. So like you could kind of guess, once you see it, you'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. As far as the art goes, this dude was really dope. He did all of it himself, like I said, and he put out so many books, bro. That Bones comic, and then like it showed like a bunch of his other stuff. He's done a lot of comic book work. And this is literally my first introduction. It was cool. I liked it.
Right. I got I'm just going to rip this Band-Aid off real quick. Got another French comic, French writers, French studio.
From Europe?
French everything. Not Europe comics. Okay. It's Glenat.
Okay.
Which I'm sure I'm not saying that correctly. But it's Glenat in English. The translator is this Edward Gauvin, which I know I've seen his name before.
Really?
Pretty sure he's translated some other stuff.
Oh, we did all those. Yeah.
So I got one Of Blood and Gold. It is written by Maureen de France and Fabien Nury. Artist is Fabien Bidouel and Merwan. Colorist Romain Tristram. Letterer Mercedes Claire Gilliam, and translation Edward Gauvin. Merwan, the artist, did False Guard, that martial arts one I did.
Really? That was a cool.
That Merwan is the writer and artist of False Guard.
Oh, it's a team up.
He did both, and this one he's just the artist, and like I said, writers De France and Nury.
Okay.
Who I thought I'd come across before.
The Nury?
Yeah, that sounds familiar. Maybe it's the Fabian. So anyway, it starts with an old man. His name is Leon Matillo. He is on a mountaintop getting birds with his grandson. The grandson says, "Hey, is it true you were Prince of Morocco?" And he's like, "Who told you that?" He said, "The aunt, the dad." And he's like, "Listen, your aunt's full of shit. Don't listen to anything she says." Oh, so you weren't a prince then? And he says, "No, I was a little bit of pirate and like a lot of bandit.
Nice,
but I knew a prince." And he goes, "Oh, did you meet him in these mountains?" And he goes, "No, this didn't. None of this happened in Jebel. It started during the trenches of the Great War." So the backdrop, he's telling his grandson this story on a mountaintop.
Cool.
And I'm assuming Northern Africa. Most of this takes place in Africa.
Right.
Except for these trenches, obviously. France. Yeah. They're bitching about it. They're like, "Well, I don't care about France. What am I doing here? This sucks." So Leon is on the front lines. He is letting this hedgehog drink wine out of his helmet.
Okay.
He's got his buddies there with them. They're talking shit. They kind of drop hints that he's like a made man, which is not true at all. They start talking about their new lieutenant. His name is Calixi de Promenade. And the reason he got put on the front lines is because of a horse. It had an infection. It couldn't sleep. The stench of its own wound was driving the horse crazy. So it just took off running full speed. And Promenade, Calixi, he shot it. And it was a general's horse. That's sabotage straight to the front lines, bitch.
Oh, my God.
So he shows up. He walks in, and they think he's kind of snooty little bitch because they're like, Promenade. He's like, "Day." They're like, "What did you just say to me?" And he's like, "It's Day Promenade." Like, shut the fuck up.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, they're giving him a lot of shit for it. So, but he shows up, walks straight up to Leon, and he's like, "Your appearance is messed up. Where's your helmet?" And he shows the hedgehog drinking it. And as he's yelling at him, the hedgehog stops drinking the wine and takes off. And they go, "Get down." And he goes, "That's ridiculous. There's no attack scheduled before noon today." And then it just explosions everywhere.
Yeah.
Over the explosions, they're like, "How'd you know that?" And he's like, "Body or ground vibrations. If he runs and hides, we know what's coming." And he burrows in a little more, and soldiers just start pouring over the trench.
Oh, shit.
All the people get killed. They had jokes about the cherub who's writing letters and little Jacob who needs to sleep. They're all dead.
Mm-hmm.
It is just Promenade or Calixi and Leon and one other guy. He throws a grenade. They use bodies for cover, and then they clear out of the trench. They run for a big hole. They're like 100 yards away, 100 feet away, that hole. So they go in, and there's a guy inside, and they're about to kill each other. And Calixi says, no, it's one of our guys. It's this guy named Ahmed. Sorry. His name is Ahmed. So they all sit there. The bombing stops, and they start, okay, let's get back to the front lines. They said, don't stick your head out there. That's death. Ahmed's like, that's only death awaits above. The other guy, the one that's not important, he's like, that's bullshit. I'm leaving, and immediately gets shot. So they have this moment where Leon starts explaining that a gypsy told him he's not going to die here because his line is really long.
Oh, my God.
And he's going to die way later. He's going to be a prince or king of the high seas. And he starts talking about this Uruk race. It's this other guy who basically freed himself and became this like powerful warlord on the sea.
Okay.
And was king or emperor of Algiers. And he starts telling that story. Bombs start going off again. Promenade's like, oh, I'm out of here. And he's like, you want to live? He's like, you better find some hope. He's like, take some of mine.
Nice.
Don't let your fear eat you alive. And they're all holding hands and like hugging. And there's just explosions going off everywhere. It's pretty rad.
And that's awesome.
So he's like telling this story of this Uruk Rice guy because Calixi got hurt real bad. His like chest is just like shredded from explosions and shrapnel.
Yeah.
So he starts telling the story. Hey, this kid was born on an island, really poor. He used to stare at the ships, and then one day he'd be their only master. And they're like, the ships, I see him, keep telling me the story. He's like, that's all I know. And Ahmed's like, dude, keep going. So I think he's just making this up, that he got captured, he escaped prison, and then he talked a bunch of ship owners into giving him a ship. I think he's just making this story up about how this guy got out of jail and basically worked his way up to being emperor and commanded an entire fleet from like Istanbul to France or whatever. Like just huge, had a bunch of ships and just basically proclaimed himself king, not emperor. And Calixi starts passing out. So when he wakes up, he's in the hospital bed. Leon's there, and he's like, Ahmed made it, but I'm pretty sure they just threw him back on the front lines.
Oh, man.
I'm a cook now, so no more fighting. You're hurt. I'm pretty sure you're leaving.
Yeah.
They gave us some little trinkets, so whatever, man. Listen, once this shit over, I'm getting on a boat, and I'm going for adventure.
Yeah.
And Calixi's like, dude, take me with you. He's like, I promise, if we make it, I'm rolling with you. He's like, I'll have you. So a year went by, and Calixi goes home. Now, he is part of this super rich family, like ridiculously rich. His younger brother has been reelected. They don't say what it's for right here, but big shot in town.
Gotcha.
His dad's a big shot in town. They said they struggled, but hey, having a older brother who was a soldier and who got hurt kind of helped us. So we were able to really make some good moves. They have like a giant estate.
Nice.
So he shows in, his wife's giving him shit. Hey, you were kind of mean. And he's like, whatever. Takes his shirt off and sees his ripped up chest. And I didn't know it was like that, you know? So Leon wandering around town, he gets approached by gangsters who are like, hey, we remember you. Just let you know, we know you're in town. Don't start fucking around. So he goes, okay. He goes to see Calixi, goes to this big ass mansion. They meet each other. Total different person. As soon as he walks in, he's like, that's my Corsican here, our friend right there. And he's like yelling. And she's like, the wife's like, y'all aren't going out tonight. We're going to the opera. He's like, yeah, you're a good wife though. You'll cover for me, right?
Yeah.
Let's roll. We're taking the car. Let's get out of here. And as he's leaving, he's like, I never get out. I fucking hate it there. He's like, let's go out. So they go out. They start drinking to the hedgehog. And like, yeah, what happened to him? He's like, he died of cirrhosis. I know that because I did the autopsy myself, and I found his little liver looked like a little almond in there. He was like, poor critter died for France. And they're like, to the hedgehog. So he's trying to tell him his idea, but Calixi's not having it. He's partying, looking at women. He keeps trying to tell him, like, listen to my business idea. And he's
Yeah.
like, let's go find those girls. So he says, fuck it. Just lets them go out party.
Uh-huh.
They start getting down, wasted. The next morning, there's just chicks everywhere. They're in a room. He wakes them up, tells the girls to leave, and he's like, all right, what's up with your idea? And he's like, all right, check it. There's a bunch of rebel groups in Northern Africa fighting.
Uh-huh.
They don't have guns. I can get guns. Let's get some guns and go sell them guns.
Nice.
And we'll make some money. And he goes,
Foolproof.
all I need is like 80 grand to get the boat and everything set up. And Calixi goes, they go straight to the bank. He walks in, he's like, reach for the sky. And everyone turns around. He's like, I'm just playing. Drop your hands. I want to talk to the manager. Basically takes out all his money.
Oh my God.
They get in the car. He goes home. He goes home to his wife. He's like, I sold it all. You hear me? It's all gone. Fuck you. I'm leaving. I'm never seeing you again. You know what Elaine rhymes with? Ball and chain. And he's like, boom, and leaves. It's
Jeez.
really funny. So he wakes up like hours and hours later. And Leon's like, look, it's your boat. And he sees like, I did this.
Uh-huh.
He goes, yeah, man, what are you talking? He's like, I can't believe I did this. So you think he's about to, he's like, this is wonderful. So he's still, even if his sober mind is like,
I was wondering.
let's roll.
That's awesome.
So they go pick up their guns. They got a bunch of machine guns, rifles, crates of ammo, crates of grenades. So they go pick it up. He says, okay, I'm going to go get the money. And he goes, no, I'll go get the money. It's my money. Calixi's like, I'll go. And they're like, dude, you're just like some proper gentleman walking through town with all these. So like, they're going to take you to the cleaners. He's like, don't worry about it. I got it. So he does go. He pays the guy and walks out with like no problem.
Yeah.
He comes back. He's like, Leon, told you, no problem. And Leon's sitting there with 3 gangsters behind him. The guys who were like, we know you're in town. Don't do anything.
Yeah.
And he immediately went and did shit. So they steal the boat. They steal all the guns. They're gone. Leon's pouting. And Calixi just gives him this huge speech. He's like, listen, dude, your fucking dream saved me twice. It saved me out on the field and it saved me from that married, awful, horrible life. He's like, I left not because you gave me champagne and women, bro. I believe in this. Let's go have adventure. Yeah. So Leon walks up to the gangsters that are on his ship. They named it the Uruk after the guy that they want to be like.
Gotcha.
So
Nice.
he's like, listen, man, it's my ship. I think I should go with you. And they're like, yeah, all right. Yeah, come on. Hop on board. Calixi is on the other side climbing up the chain like a fucking pirate. And they set sail and they get a certain distance and go, okay, let go kill Leon.
Yeah.
And Leon does this cool thing where he's like, look at my feet. Do you see shackles? And they're like, no. And he's like, me neither. And Calixi is behind him with the biggest machine gun they have and just mows down like 4 or 5 dudes.
I was going to say.
Awesome. The other guys surrender immediately. So now they're part of the crew.
Right.
Dude, this dude attacks the main gangster. He puts an automatic rifle like under his chin and pulls.
Nice.
Automatic.
Yeah.
That's not just one pop. He lets it go on him. That's hardcore, man.
That's awesome.
So it cuts back to him telling this little kid this story. He's like, you didn't attack other ships? He goes, no. We had better ideas. We're going to become kings of the Riff. That's our plan. That's a story for another day. So these are long.
Yeah.
That was 56 pages.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I know that doesn't sound that long, but it is heavy.
It's a few comics.
There's so much it's all dialogue. And I would not do it justice sitting here telling the dialogue. Yeah. There is 4 issues, although it says books. They call them books. Book 1, book 2. Yeah. I did 2 of them. There's that much info.
Really?
Dude, I could have talked about that one comic, that one issue for an hour.
Right.
There's so much stuff. So many things. Their personalities, how they get along, why they're doing what they're doing. Like, you get little hints of Leon's past that he's not this made man, and he's always kind of been a flunky. He freaks out when people call him like a too-big gangster. He's like, nah, man, I'm meant for more. And you get this picture of how miserable and bored being rich and having your whole life planned out is.
Gotcha.
And there's a lot to this. I'm just doing bullet points. Yeah. And how cool the story was. Nice. And it really is this like epic involving these 2 gentlemen. And it's pretty great. Like I thoroughly enjoyed it. Yeah. So on the second issue, They got their shit back. They're rolling out. They're like, there's Tangiers now. What are we going to do about these guns? Let's go sell them. They check in. They're like, follow the lines. And Calixi's like, dude, just puff your chest out. Act like you belong here. No one's going to say shit. Don't even worry about it. They pull up and they're like, oh, yeah, we're here to meet Mr. Paluccio. He's like, oh, yeah, he's a good dude. He always takes care of the civil folks. He's like, yeah, cool. They're walking through town, dude, ass to elbows. People everywhere, like a bazaar almost. So the prominent rebel groups, there's a few of them, and I am so sorry for this.
Yeah.
The Tozin, the Bini Zerual, and there's the or something, and there's one more, Tenemies or something like that. These are all just essentially gangs, rebel groups that live outside of Tangiers.
Okay.
There's a big scuffle going down at Annual, which is a town. And I know I'm not saying that right. So they're watching two people from different rebel groups yell and argue with each other. As they're watching that, a little kid snags Prompenont's wallet. So they're sitting at a cafe and he's like, no, bro, this is messed up, man. It's got a picture of my wife and a passport. And Leon's saying, dude, you're a pirate. You don't need a passport. And you basically told your wife to fuck off and you left. Yeah. Why do you need any of this? He goes, I don't know, but listen, there's a dude in a French soldier's uniform and he is mad staring at us. He walks up and he goes, hey, you're Calixi Prompedor. I have your wallet. He hands it to him. Essentially, his name is Captain Alphonse. He, without saying so much, lets them know he knows exactly who they are, who they're going to meet, and what they're doing. And they're just like, shit. Like, that's not good.
Yeah.
And he tells them that what's going on is Ait Ajurel. That's the other group. What's going on is like a three-way fight between the rebels, the French consul and French soldiers that are there in Tangiers, as well as the Spanish soldiers that are in Tangiers. On top of that, there's about 30 rebel groups outside of Tangiers that all fight with each other. So basically just a crazy war zone.
Yeah, it's a clusterfuck.
So this dude's straight up like, oh, hey, Mr. Paolucci's little errand boy's coming up. So y'all have a good discussion with him. And they're like, shit, dude, he literally knows everything about us. This sucks. He's like, I'm trying to disappear and be just rogue pirates, and this sucks.
Yeah.
They go meet Mr. Paolucci or whatever his name is, big fat dude, sitting there with a hookah, eating fruit and stuff.
Nice.
Probably meat. I don't think you get that fat grubbing fruit. Maybe.
It's part of the diet.
But he's like, listen, I know why you're here. And they're like, yeah, you want these guns? And he goes, no, I can't buy them, but there's no crime of me introducing you to someone. So they introduce him to Munir. He is a camel jockey. And he goes, I trust him completely. He is part of the Ait Ajurel. And he goes, we need the guns. We don't have any money to give you. And Calixi's like, let's roll. Fuck these guys. They go, but we do have gold. And they drop a bag of like huge chunks of gold. There's a bunch basically in our mountain. We need you to bring us the guns. We'll give you the rest of the gold. And they're like, we're not dropping the guns now. And they said, dude's going to ride through the desert on a camel with a bunch of guns on him? Like, no, you need to take it to this place. They're like, that's Spanish territory. They're like, this is your shit, bro. You're trying to sell the guns. If you want to sell us the guns, you got to take them here. So they're like, all right, fine, screw it. And they decide to do it. They're on the boat. They're getting everything ready. They get to where they're supposed to meet up, and everyone forms a line and starts unloading it. Everything's fine. And then they just get lit up out of nowhere. And you find out that Munir, the camel jockey, is not the Ojurel. He is one of the other ones. The Tim Samane. Another rebel group.
Yeah.
He hates the Ojurel and is like, they're dogs. Like,
oh my God.
They're the same people. They're like 4 blocks away. This is truly like gang culture.
Right.
They're literally right around the corner, and they're like, dogs. Oh, they're such dogs. I hate them. I spit on them. They take them hostage, essentially, walk them off the ship, blow their ship up. It made it like a week. The ship's gone, destroyed. They're super bummed. They're getting drugged behind a car into town.
Oh, man.
They got them up against the wall. They take their photo, and they print this newspaper that says, Calixte de Promenade and Leon Matillo, 2 French secret agents, were apprehended while attempting to sell arms to the Riffian rebels.
Mm-hmm.
The French consul is talking to Captain Alphonse, and he's like, this isn't good. And Alphonse, hey, what you said, whatever disrupts the Spanish, and those guys were disrupting the Spanish. So like, dude, Promenade's like a super rich family. They've been on the phone 6 times already. They've already making arrangements. They're trying to set him free. This is not, you need to go take care of this. So they're in jail. They get pulled out. They both get told basically to sign something. Matillo's getting his ass kicked. Promenade is having croissants and coffee with General Silvestri for the Spanish army that's set there.
Okay.
He's like, listen, you join us. I'll make you a lieutenant colonel, and you can train, do whatever, and you will get into the pages of the history books as a spy for the Spanish, and then your name will disappear from the newspaper. Don't even worry about it. So he's just like, can I think about this? And the guy's truly scary. Like, you're not thinking of, not doing it, are you? Mm-hmm. He goes, you kind of have to. So they take him back to the prison cell. They see Leon all beat to shit. And he goes, I didn't sign anything. And Calixte goes, me neither. Mm-hmm. So they throw him in with Jin population. As they're talking, they hear someone say Oruk. Mm-hmm. And they go, who's that? And it's fucking Ahmed. Ahmed is big dog around these parts. This isn't World War I. This is his home.
Okay.
Big dude here. Big dude. So what they find out, Ahmed tells them, listen, the Spanish won't kill you until the French completely disavow you. If they disavow you, they're going to kill you. As long as they don't, they won't. That's crossing a line. That's just inviting war. It's uneasy. Us both being in Tangiers right now, it could just set off an entire fight. Yeah. Strategy, don't do it. They won't kill you. So they're in jail. They're talking to Ahmed. He's explaining that, hopefully y'all be released. I'm going to die tomorrow. So, I'm already screwed. Sorry. It's good seeing y'all. I hope y'all make it, but I'm on the way out. So Captain Alphonse shows up. It basically starts yelling at him. You two are jackasses. We have to pay $505,000 just to get you out. And they're like, what's the 5,000 for? And they're like, that's for you, Leon. Uh-huh. He's 500. You're 5,000. We have to pay that. So keep your nose clean. Don't do anything stupid till next Monday when I get back with the money. Uh-huh. So Ahmed's about to get pulled out. They immediately jump the guards. They all escape. They rally every single prisoner and just attack this fort that they're in. And they get on a truck and they roll out. They load it up with prisoners. They roll out. Dude is walking up with the money and sees them drive out of the front gate and just watches them as they drive past him, which I thought was fucking awesome.
That's really good.
So they drive till the car basically breaks down. And what they say is like, yeah, we followed Ahmed, but you could tell he really didn't want us to. Mm-hmm. And he kept slowing down because we're not used to running around in the desert. Mm-hmm. And this poor guy was just basically humoring us. Yeah. So he goes, listen, Silvestri is getting a bunch of reinforcements. If they make it to annual, or however you say it, annual, if they make it there, this war's over. We're screwed. If we can take annual back from the Spanish, all the tribes will join together. So they need this place. And so for some reason, that will spur the tribes to say, okay, let's work together. Maybe it's them showing that these guys can be beat. Because like I said, if the reinforcements show up, they're fucked. Mm-hmm. Calixte makes it into town with Ahmed and Leon and immediately sees a hot chick and falls in love. They're having a big conversation with one of the other groups, the H.U.N.K, mm-hmm. And they're like, what are you going to do? And the H.U.N.K says, we don't know. We're either going to side with the Spanish or we'll roll with y'all. If we side with the Spanish, we'll be back in the morning to kill you. Yeah, right. And they go, oh, okay, I guess we await your return. And they roll out. He's trying to get with this girl. Her name is Anissa. He's just being a goof around her. He says, Ahmed says, all right, so check it out. Tomorrow's a big day. We're killing those reinforcements. Also, the other rebel group, they might come in the morning to kill us, or they might show up to roll with us. That's going to be exciting. So make sure you get some rest. Leon is losing his shit. He's like, I can't believe any of this is happening. I want to be on a boat on the ocean. I just want adventures. None of this. So they show up in the morning. They're still not convinced. they say they think you're French spies. And Ahmed says, tell them you are, that if you fight with us, the French will help. So Calixi stands up and goes, he just wanted me to lie and say I'm working with the French, but I'm not. And Leon's like, fuck, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, we're totally going to die. And he gives this rousing speech that basically just gets them all rowdy and ready to fight. So he's like, for the Rift! And everyone's, yeah! Rallies all these different rebel groups.
He knows his strengths.
Yeah, he was a lieutenant, so he knows how to, like, whip these men into a frenzy.
Yeah.
And he totally does, because these reinforcements, it's like a armored turret gun on the front with just like 20 Jeeps behind them, just full of dudes. So they're in a trench, essentially, a gorge with two hills on either side. And it's Leon is so scared to do this. He's freaking out. He's like, the first column, if we stop them, you're like, we should be on the ocean. This is insane. And Calixi's like, nah, we got this, bro. Don't even worry about it.
It's all good.
And for some reason, Leon was the one chosen to stop the caravan of reinforcements with a bunch of goats. And he's sitting there, and as soon as someone pops out of the truck, he shoots them with a handgun. And then it just erupts. Both sides, they're getting shot from both sides. They're running up the hill. Ahmed says, we can't see anything. We need to retreat. And Calixi stands up and says, charge. These fools are like running down the hill at these guys. So totally losing the high ground.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Leon gets into the armored machine gun truck and just starts lighting them up. Dead Spanish soldiers everywhere. They actually make it. They destroy all the trucks. Everyone is together now. They're going to meet the head of this new group. And when you walk in, it's General Silvestri. And it says, come in, my friends. And the next panel, it's his head on a platter. And Ahmed's uncle is the guy trying to be in charge of all this new rebel group. And basically says, who are you? Wants to meet these crazy white dudes, or, you know, these guys that have showed up and done all this stuff. So Calixi comes out after negotiations with them. He's like, dude, check it out. I worked it all out for us. And he's like, no, I don't want to do this. Like, this is insane. He's like, we're going to be princes, bro. We're talking about running a country, all the wealth, all the women, all the gold, hundreds, millions and thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
And Leon goes, that's billions, you dumbass. He's like, what do you want? Like, what aren't we supposed to be here looking for adventure? This is the most adventurous thing. He's like, trust me, he needs guns and he needs someone to go buy them with a 5% commission. Leon, that's you. And Leon's like, 5%?
Damn.
So Leon has the chance to make a lot of money working with, the guy's name is Abd El Karim, and he's Ahmed's uncle that's supposed to be in charge of
the new crew,
this new big group of all these rebels together.
Right.
They never changed their name. That's the end of issue 2.
No shit.
So that's it.
Yeah,
that's all I did.
Yeah, I got you.
I read a little bit ahead, and I swear, if I get another I'm going to cover the rest. Okay. Because I really, really love this.
Yeah, I can tell.
I think it would make a fantastic, like, TV show. Just like it's got this cool, like, swashbuckling. They're pirates, they're bandits. They're in the desert with kings and sultans and shit now. It's so cool. It's like an Indiana Jones-esque Sahara.
That's
Hidalgo,
what I was picturing the whole time was
just
Indiana Jones shit.
Yeah.
It's the right period for the most part. Yeah, that's cool.
Mummy, like, you don't see it a lot anymore. The adventurer, that pulp shit.
Yeah.
And I think this fit well with these two guys. I love the way they played off of each other. When one's freaking out, the other one's calm, and I love their characterization and their relationship. Very cool. Calixi, after they killed all the reinforcements, he was like, that dude Promenade that was smiling at me was not the guy I know. So he's changing, but he still cares about Leon, and Leon wants something and he doesn't know what it is. And I just find it fascinating. It's a fantastic fucking story, man.
What was the name of the writer again?
Oh, man.
I screwed you.
Fabian Nuri.
That's right.
Hold on.
Okay.
No, I'll get the whole thing. Here we go. Maurice de France and Fabian Nuri, based on an original idea by Maureen de France.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's cool. And there's a lot more, right?
There's 2 more books, is what it says.
Okay.
It says books, which makes sense because they're pretty long. I mean, I said 54, and that doesn't sound crazy, but when it's that much dialogue and so much is happening and there's names coming at you everywhere and you have to remember who this guy is.
Right.
It was heavy, but fuck, man, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Super cool. Bing, bang, boom.
It's on.
It's fight on sight. It's fight on sight.
That's right.
This is Matt versus Adam. We take a random character generator online. We see who would win between who I get and who he gets. Arena is downtown Houston, 2 blocks. We're out having dinner with some friends or maybe by ourselves. And we see each other. It's fight on sight.
Yep.
People, collateral damage, all there.
We have on us what we normally would move around with us.
I did find last week we did an ultimate character wheel.
Yeah.
I found another one tonight that has over 1,000 characters in it. So
it might be our new go-to.
Yeah, we might do this one for a minute.
Yeah.
But we did that one. I got Kazui Kurosaki from Bleach.
Yeah.
Who'd you get?
I got H.U.N.K from Resident Evil.
Is that an acronym? What does it stand for?
I don't remember. It is an acronym. He's like a faceless soldier who's like in all the games, and as far as antagonist goes, he's one of the only ones that's still alive. So that shows you he's not an expendable type. He's a survivor.
But is it the same guy every
time?
time?
Yeah, it's this guy. Yeah.
Okay.
People talk about him. He no longer has human emotions. Only the mission is the only thing that matters. His teammates, he'll kill them if he needs to.
Okay.
Whatever.
All right. So you're probably out eating alone.
Oh, he has no friends. There's no way.
So, okay. What, you got your powers there?
Yeah, it's actually pretty gnarly. High level intelligence, military mastery, enhanced gunmanship, survivability, combat mastery, emotionlessness, and then enhanced. All these are enhanced. So strength, durability, speed, agility, reflexes, and stamina.
Oh.
So it's not ultra mega god level all of those, but he's got all of them.
There's
all
a few anime
ones.
characters you're fighting. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, well, he's gun guy, so that really is the great equalizer in anime.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. The dude who made Naruto was like, yeah, gun would kill literally everyone in my universe.
Yeah, it's true.
Which is funny because One Piece, they do have guns.
Yeah.
And a lot of people do get shot. But so this kid is the son of Ichigo and Orihime. Spoilers for Bleach. If you didn't know, the 2 main characters get together and smush and make this little guy. So it was difficult to find his powers, but he has instant Shinigami transformation. He has a Zanpakuto, which is a large broadsword with a black cross-shaped Hilton guard. Okay. Enhanced speed. He can move at incredible speeds that outplace a holified Shinigami. So very, very fast. They don't really express how fast that is, but very quick. He has strong defensive abilities from the Blood Vein, which he inherited from his mother. Reishi manipulation. Potential to manipulate spiritual particles. He has the ability to absorb spiritual energy and could potentially absorb powers without negative consequences. He has portal creation. He can create portals to hell.
Oh, damn.
He has fish manifestation, a large ethereal fish for himself and others to ride on. Potential to reject anything. Because of his mother's abilities, he might have the capacity to reject or reverse events, allowing for healing or other temporal manipulations.
Jesus.
He is absorption of this dude. It's YHWACHS. It doesn't sound anything like that when you actually say his name. But his absorption of spiritual energy, he has a significant connection to the Soul King. And because he's a mixed blood, he's a hybrid of a Shinigami, Quincy, and a Fullbringer with immense potential to surpass his parents. So
why does he have so many different things?
Because his dad is like also all of them. They have Quincy's, Fullbringers, Shinigami, the visored, and you find out throughout the show that he's all of them. Oh, okay. So his son is all of them and more now. Plus because his wife is also something. Okay. So he is a badass. When he does his Zanpakuto, it's in his Bankai, it's like a whole other move set and power level.
Right.
So just doing that levels him up. So if I couldn't beat you in base form, I pull out my sword. The sword changes.
Yeah.
So you have a base sword and the Zanpakuto, which gives you speed, power, blah, blah, blah. Then you do the Bankai, which is more speed, more power.
Okay.
I could also just send you to hell, apparently.
Yeah, right? If you open the portal up behind me and push me in, like, what the hell?
It's like 2-3 claps in a bow, and he can create portals. And because he doesn't have to have a object that ties him to whatever, he can instantly transform into a Shinigami, which, again, is faster, stronger, quicker, blah, blah, blah. So if I can't dodge bullets or beat you strength-wise, I got 2 transformations.
It's just dodge bullets.
That's normal. I mean, yeah, because once I get my big-ass sword in range, you're done.
If you can dodge the first bullets from the distance, you are going to fucking eat my lunch.
Yeah, which they said I'm super fast, so it sounds like...
you probably would, actually.
So I think, I'll take that.
I think you actually do take it, but like I said, if we're real far away... And you have to do any hand moves or anything. All I have to do is bring my gun up to
I mean, Shinigami, I might be intangible.
Quick, like quick out of the way. I think like I said, you win, but like it's so funny that guns, that's just a real thing, just equal out so much.
Oh, yeah.
Like, powers and shit.
I mean, we've always said, I think SEAL Team 6 could have went through Malfoy Manor and just cleared it of Death Eaters.
No, they wouldn't even got hit with one Crucius or nothing.
Nothing. They wouldn't have heard them.
Mm-mm.
They would have
they could have just airstriked them, honestly.
They could have done that. Yeah, I don't think they're surviving no fucking Tomahawk missile.
No.
or anything like that. All right, so I'll take that. Where's my pen?
Write it down.
That's 37-36.
Damn.
Always close, but never ahead. Man, hold up. All right. We are on Instagram at FlippingPages24. We're on Facebook at Flipping Pages with Matt and Adam. New episodes released every Thursday on all podcast platforms and YouTube. Dollar Bin episodes release every Monday on all platforms and YouTube. Best way to support us, follow, rate, and review on your platform of choice. Follow, like, subscribe on YouTube and the socials. If you've done that, we appreciate it. If you haven't done that and you're just listening, well, that's all right, because that's why we do this. To see all your beautiful little smiling faces.
That's right. Warms my heart.
All right, is that the episode? Y'all have a good one.
Bye.